This is an opportunity for me to talk about the president, the number one president, Chaz Perez. Boy, I'm going to miss you and your leadership. Every time you come on, you provide a safe place for all of us, but I'm selfish. It was safe for me. I loved it. I knew that if I came on, I was going to be able to make it. And boy, you do a great job of that. I love looking at your Facebook messages. I love your wisdom. What wisdom for a young man. I'll take you on as a son anytime, or brother, or friend, or partner. Maybe we can go into the bush one of these days and see if we can help some more of those heathens. Thank you, Chaz. Keep up the good work, and we'll see you next time.
Hi, Chas. What an exciting 2021 for you. So many things are happening. Your 2020 term as president of Speakers and Leaders of Summerlin Toastmasters Club is soon coming to an end. And what a year, isn't it? It sure did test your resilience, your patience, your creativity, and your skills as a leader. And I must say that you came out triumphant, much respected, and much admired by every one of us. Thank you for holding on tight on the steering wheel as our driver, gently maneuvering the lefts and the rights, the ups and the downs, on this rocky 2020 road as our president. In January 16, 2021, you will be speaking at the TEDx Paseo. As you take center stage, Chas, rest assured that we will all be rooting for you. And I am sure that you will capture the interest and the appreciation of everyone listening to your powerful message. Chas, there is a famous quote, and it goes this way. The issue with commercial age is that everyone sells hope, though the reality is that they sell donuts, hamburgers, and bubblegum. I know you're familiar with that quote. That's yours. Chas, what I'm sure of is that what you are selling is a good soul and a gentle heart. Thank you for being my friend, and thank you for being our president. Much luck to you and best wishes. Thank you.
Hey, Chaz. We get to pick and vote for our president for our country, but I didn't get to pick you to be president for our club. But if I had a choice, I would have picked you. You decided to take on a task that was very daunting. Who would have thought that 2020 would be full of so much? And sometimes the club was a place where I felt safe, and I was able to share my experiences. And you always brought the best intention when you started your meeting. You would often tell people, just breathe, check in, and truly care about going above and beyond just your duties as being president. You often had to fill in many roles, and you made it look so seamless and easy. I thank you for being the president this year. You allowed a safe space for me to share my story, and for that I'm grateful. You did an excellent job. You brought a lot of cohesion to the group. You brought new members in, and you went above and beyond. So, I know you're moving on, but I will always be grateful to have an excellent president. And though I didn't vote for you, I would have voted for you if I had the chance, because you had a set of excellence and you brought your A game to every meeting, even when you were tired. And you always brought your positivity to the group. So thank you.
Hey Chaz, I really appreciate the time and putting up, you're spending so much time organizing the club and being the president for all this time. You're the first guy I met and the one who helped me out and the one I talked to on the phone when I first signed up with this. And it's been a journey for me, and I appreciate your time and your confidence in me, and being able to talk back and forth on the phone with you and verify stuff and learn new stuff and watch certain videos to help me with speeches and you're just a wealth of knowledge for me. It was very inspiring. It's been a great journey for me. I mean, I really kind of opens me up. It feels like I'm growing just by being here, and I really learned a lot from you and see what you've done for the group and how you just take over at the end and the beginning, and you're there consistently almost every meeting, or almost I think every meeting I've been at, and you just take control and you really have to. I'm sure you put a lot of time into this, and it's great to see you're doing growing with it and using it for your fundraising stuff. And I appreciate you got me into the little donation thing. That was a great thing with my family. It's nice that you have kids and we can appreciate each other's experiences with our families. Thanks again, man. I really appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you soon in the next couple meetings, and have a great day. Appreciate it. Hey, good luck on your TED Talk too. Thanks.
Chaz, thank you for being my human whisperer. When I first joined the Toastmasters in about March of 2020, you always whispered in my ear, okay, I want you to volunteer for Icebreaker. Then I want you to volunteer for this and that. And I says, are you sure? I don't think I'm ready. And you says, I'll get you ready. And you were always right. No matter what time of the day or night, when I had all those hundreds of questions, you took the time to answer all of them, and you made sure that I was ready. And when I did okay, you stepped out of the spotlight and you allowed the light to shine on me. I appreciate that. You set the tone. Every meeting, it was filled with love and compassion for each other. And because of that, we are a stronger and better club.
Chaz, congratulations on a fantastic run as president of Speakers and Leaders. You've been great to work with as a fellow class club member and as a fellow board member. You've been an inspiration to everybody you've touched. You've uplifted everybody. You've always told people that they were ready and that they would be supported even when they didn't think they were prepared for a role. and you were always right. You bring such a human element to each of our meetings. You ask each of us how we're doing, how our week was. You want to make sure that everybody is heard and that people's feelings are appreciated. It's been an honor serving with you, and we'll miss you during your hiatus, but we look forward to having you back. And thank you again for all your service, and it's been such a pleasure. Congratulations.
'Twas the night before Wednesday, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a spouse. And up in his room there arose such a clatter. His keyboard was smoking. What was the matter? He gazed at the screen, the agenda a mess. Only hours to go, the more that he stressed. But like the true champion he's taught us to be, he finished the agenda just before 3. All in good order, all roles they were filled. The speakers and leaders would all be so thrilled. And then at the sunrise, kids off to school, received a text and now lost his cool. I can't make it, was all that it said. Chaz disappointed as once more he read. Then 15 till noon, Bernard he appeared, gavel in hand and flag so revered. The meeting began, a thunderous applause. Chaz he appeared, the theme a just cause. The temperature taken from 1 to 10. Guests he acknowledged like a motherly hen. The speakers prepared, intros in hand. Objectives were read, and now as they stand, the speeches delivered and notes they were taken. Evals were later, an icebreaker was shaken. Topics was next, and the questions were raised. Responses were given, and all they were praised. The theme more expounded as the writers they wrote, to pick apart speeches and paint with a coat of praise. The meeting concluded, high fives they were passed. Guests again queried and one last time asked. Join with our tribe and add to our blend. The meeting it now has come to an end. We will miss you, Chaz. Merry Christmas. It's been an awesome pleasure being in the club with you this year. And again, you've been a phenomenal example for the rest of us to follow. Merry Christmas.
Hey Chaz, so when I first moved to Vegas last January, and I happened upon the speakers and leaders of Summerlin group on Meetup, I knew it was a place that I had to check out. I went to my first meeting, and after I met you, I knew that speakers and leaders of Summerlin was a group I needed to join. I don't know that I've ever told you this, but that very first meeting, you greeted me with such warmth, such kindness, such caring and humility that I instantly knew, A, I was in the right place, and B, you were someone that I wanted to get to know more. You were someone that was special and I couldn't wait to learn more. And my intuition was so spot on. I'm so glad that the world didn't shut down till March, because otherwise I might not have met you. And meeting you has been one of the things that really has just made my year such a blessing, being able to be part of Speakers and Leaders because of your welcoming arms, being able to join the board and partner with you on trying to keep the club alive despite the obstacles that we were facing, and being able to see how you showed up and you shined despite the chaos of what was going on. You always emulated what it's like to persevere, to stand up, to push through, to deal with the trials and tribulations that come along, especially with this kind of a year. And I just want you to know how much I love and appreciate you, how fortunate I feel that you are in my life, that I get to call you a friend, and that I get to continue to grow with you and to play a role in your life, to have you play a role in mine. And I cannot wait for the day when COVID is behind us and I can get one of your warm, awesome, amazing hugs again, because that is such a big part of why I felt like I was home when I met you, when I joined the club, when I got to be your friend. So thank you so much, Chaz. Thank you for how you served and supported all of us in 2020. Thank you for everything that you brought to the table, your resilience, your attitude, just the way that you showcased how we can all show up to be the best version of ourselves. I love you. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and here is to a wonderful 2021.
Prez Perez! What a year it has been, huh? Yeah, I was thinking about this the other day. We met in person as a club for maybe like 3.5 months, and then the rest of the time we have been meeting virtually. I mean, that's crazy. And I know that's not what you thought you signed up for. That's not what any of us thought we signed up for, right? But Chaz, our club is still going. Like something like 20 clubs have closed over the course of the pandemic in our district alone. And I feel like our club, not only are we still going, but we've got this strong core group, and our meetings have 12 to 14 people. I mean, that's amazing. And that, my friend, is because of you. I can't stress that enough. That's because of you, Chaz. You create this environment where people feel seen and heard and loved. And that is a frickin' gift. You take that gift, you go out there in that world and you do something with it. I mean, you're already doing stuff with it, obviously, but if you feel you have a higher calling, may I suggest you use those gifts? Oh boy. I feel like I might be the only one who knows to what extent you kept the club afloat with all the stuff you were doing behind the scenes. And I just want to personally say I appreciate that a lot. The club has been probably one of the only consistent things in my life over the last year, every week showing up, and just the structure of the club. I never thought I would say this about structure, but it's there for us. And then you added this layer where we get to actually be vulnerable and be ourselves and share what's going on. And that has made a huge difference for me personally. Which, I really miss our coffee chats. So I would walk away from those feeling so inspired with a million different ideas for speeches or projects or things I wanted to write, put out into the world. And I've been thinking about why is that? What is it about you? And I think that you're just so present with people that they can hear themselves. They can hear their inner wisdom. They can hear truth, with capital T, truth. I think you reflect back to them what they need to see and hear, which is also a gift. A big gift. I've been thinking about you as a soul shepherd. Yeah, soul shepherd. And I feel for sure what you did with our club this year, Chaz, is you shepherded us through some very difficult times, not just as a club and an organization, but individually. A lot of people, yourself included, have had a lot of ups and downs this year. And there's just really no way in words to be able to thank you for your commitment and your time and your energy and your love. You have done an amazing job for us, Chaz. And I cannot wait to see what you do next. Obviously, I hope I get to still see you every week at Toastmasters. And I know you've got your sights on a big vision. And it will be a joy to watch you bring that vision to fruition. I love you, Chaz. Thank you for being a friend. Adios, Prez Perez.